Hi, and welcome to today's daily reading for the 6th of May. And today's reading is from Each Day, a New Beginning, Daily Meditations for Women, but it applies to men also. And it starts with a quote from Deirdre Saralt. I stand before you as a tower of strength, the weight of the world on my shoulders. As you pass through my life, look, but not too close, for I fear I will expose the vulnerable me. Vulnerability is as much a part of being human as is strength. Our vulnerability prevents our strength from becoming hard, brittle, self-serving. Our soft edges invite others' openness and their expressions of love. We learned long ago to be strong. We were encouraged to need no help, to need nobody. Now we struggle to ask for help. As we grow in understanding of our human needs, and as we become more aware of the spiritual help available, the difficulty of reaching out to others is eased. No longer need we look to pills, booze, food, or lovers for strength. All the strength we'll ever need is as close as our thoughts. At this moment, we are a tower of strength, not one weighted with burdens. Rather, our strength is a gift of our connection to a spiritual power that can free us from all the troubles we shoulder. Our vulnerable selves will open our souls to the flood of strength, just waiting for our prayers. I will be as strong as I need to be when I tap the spiritual source that awaits my call. I will risk my vulnerable self today. Oh, I love talking about vulnerability because it's an incredibly difficult thing to be vulnerable. But having listened to Brené Brown and read a couple of her books, when she talks about shame and vulnerability, it's awesome to be vulnerable. You know, it is a huge strength to be vulnerable, to allow yourself to be vulnerable. But she talks about, Brené Brown talks about having a strong back and a soft front so that we can be strong in our own beliefs, but we don't have to armor up when someone disagrees with us. So it's a really great phrase to remember. And you actually feel that physical closing in when someone is debating with you, you know, or I certainly have in the past. And I can now catch myself when I begin to do it and try to stay open-hearted, try to accept what the other person is saying, because I'm not automatically right. And I do need practice with conflict because it's something that I have run away from in the past. So strength to me was never asking for help, never showing that anything bothered me, never showing that I cared, never showing I was hurt. That to me was strength. But it's not, it's almost the reverse, you know, to allow yourself to ask for help, to allow yourself to tell someone that you're feeling hurt. And not that they hurt you, because, you know, someone says something and you say, oh, you hurt my feelings. Your feelings are hurt because there's something inside of you that received them in a way that that hurt you. It's not the other person's fault. We are all responsible for our own emotions. And that's difficult sometimes at the start of our journey to understand that. You think, well, how can he possibly get to speak to me like that? And I'm not saying that it's right for someone to speak horribly to you, but you then have to put boundaries in place where you can respond to someone's either real or perceived nastiness with, you know, this is how that's made me feel. And I will work on that. I will look at that, but maybe you could also look at, you know, the way that our interactions are. And again, these conversations are not easy, and it takes a long time, in my experience, to get to a place where you can risk, you know, where you risk your vulnerability by asking someone to do something for you, even if it is, you know, to speak to you more kindly, to not call you that name, to not laugh at you because you take it personally. But again, the taking it personally is your issue, you know, so you need to find ways to take words as words and not to personalize them. So today, maybe think about how you respond in conflict, how your vulnerability shows up, if it does or if it doesn't. You know, are you that strong, silent person who keeps it all in and never asks for help, which maybe isn't doing you any favors? Or, you know, are you that person who can ask for help? Because in asking for help, you give the other person a gift, the gift of knowing that it's okay to ask for help, the gift of knowing that they can ask you for help next time. It's a really cool way to look at it. Alrighty, my 5 minutes are up. Namaste. I might be missing in action for lots of this month because I'm traveling, but I will try and catch up. Alrighty. Bye now. Namaste. Love out to you all.